Hey everyone, it's Shar from Shar's Fashion Nation, and this is my second day. It's Sunday when I'm recording this. I recorded the other one yesterday on Saturday, so I'm gonna put both of these videos up today. While I was there at Pow Wow, now, if you know that I have these backless, right? I wore these yesterday. And I have my new ones in today. Oh, wait, look. Matches something. So I got these. And then for my single long braid, I got this. When I do my single long braid. This, look, this will go over the single long braid, which I'm so stoked that I saw some of my indigenous friends, except for my Navajo friend. Like, I did not see him there, and I'm concerned about that. I saw what looked similar to his booth. Maybe he got married and his wife was running it. I don't know. I do not know. So anyway, I did get these. Number one, because as soon as I saw her booth, I was like, I gotta go see my sister. Went over there. She's Black and Native. I'm Black and Native, or Native and Black. And I tried giving her a little extra money, which, you know, like, hey girl, the rest is your tip for your hard work and your craftsmanship and all. And so she's like, no, I can't do that. And I'm like, girl, you craft these. And she does an amazing freaking job. Like, I put these in and I was like, why did these not feel right? So when Rob drove me back, he showed me a picture of his dad in his odd pair of coveralls, right? It had this weird buttonhole on the bib, which explained a lot because I introduced him to a couple of my Lana P friends, and I told them about, you know, the odd buttonhole. I'm like, and now up in the Appalachians, this is true, the res kids had the odd buttonhole on the bib of their coveralls for their res tag to hang from. She's like, oh wow. I'm like, and then he looked up his dad in the Cherokee registry because they came from deep in the Appalachian Mountains, like right on the outside, the edge of the Cherokee Reservation up in the Appalachians. You know, Tennessee, Kentucky area. If you do not know, the Cherokee Reservation is the biggest. It is the biggest. So anyway, I tried to just tell her, no, don't worry about nothing. Are you sure? And then she gave me this. I was like, girl, you don't gotta do that. She's like, I love you so much. You're so giving. And then she gave me this. She didn't have to. Oh, I see what it's for. I see what it's for. She asked me about my glasses. She's like, are those sunglasses? I'm like, they're transition lenses. Why? You know what it is? This is for my glasses. I was like, where's the clasp on this? But this is for my glasses. Oh my gosh. Auntie Shaw now has a way to keep her glasses around her neck. Yes, and like the little spring here is a slide for that. And this will actually stay because it's made out of rubber. That is so cool. Thank you, sweetie. A color sister. So anyway, she gave me these. Or this. That's amazing. I love that. So it's like Rob and I are wandering in. We took Rocco with us yesterday. He meandered where he wanted to go, and hey, that was fine. He was hungry. He ate. Um, so then we wandered over, to a couple of booths. We're looking around. We got some business cards because, we had to come home early today. So anyway, yesterday, we wandered over to this one booth, and I'm like, you know what, Rob? I feel like I really want to go to the next booth over. I'll see you over there. And he's like, all right. And I purchased these. Now, I know they look a bit off right here. That's for a reason. And then it looks a bit off on the same direction. But this does not match my current set of regalia. But it doesn't mean that I can't make something to match that. And it also doesn't mean that I can't just, make a tank top and pair these with that. So there is that. Then the next booth that we went to, you're gonna laugh at this. You're gonna laugh at this. I looked down, right? And the fourth was with us last month. And I saw this. It was $5. I'm like, $5! Yay! But they made a Darth Vader dream catcher, and I was going to look for it, but they looked and they're like, oh, dang it. Somebody already bought it. That's all right, because I got this. And then what? So, yeah, I did a little shopping yesterday. And again, I'm wearing the Ibuki Cosmetics. Where's that? Oh no, it's over there, I think. No, it's right here. Yesterday I did my eye color different than this. You probably wouldn't realize that until I get both of them loaded. So the black for the eyebrows is actually from the Paranormal palette from Cursed Cosmetics, and the rest of it I did from Ojibwe Cosmetics, which is located in Canada. But I love their eyeshadow. It blended so nicely, right? So it's basically, opening you right. So basically, it's this, then I went in with this, then I went in with that. Blended, and this is, right there. That's what that is. And I put a little bit at the brow bone. But the black for my eyebrows and the little smudge right here is from the Paranormal palette, because this has earth tones in it. But also the red lip color I'm wearing is also Cursed Cosmetics, but I did rather blend. I got a lot of compliments on how the lip color matched well with this. Now, Ojibwe Cosmetics actually has lip colors, so go check them out. This is the day 2 wristband. The day 1 wristband is red. What did I do with it? I have it because this is from 2022 Pow Wow. I did go. I was excited. Okay, so on to other things. Today's was like, it was peaceful. It did rain. The stands were wet. My butt didn't care. Everybody's like, you're gonna sit on water. And I'm like, you know what? Mother Earth got washed last night. And water is not going to hurt me because I'm not the Wicked Witch of the West and I won't be melting. And people started laughing. They're like, that is a good one. So what else did I get? For $1 each. I know you guys are going to be like, girl, you cheap shot. No, actually, I got me some pressed pheasant tail feather. And this is the smallest one. I got this one this small for a reason. It was $1. They're like, girl, I won't charge you for that one. Oh, please. You trimmed it, you pressed it. They're like, no, let me get you out the ones with the quills. And I'm like, I want these ones for a reason. They're like, why? I'm like, because they will have a special meaning in my feather fan. And there's this one. Isn't that pretty? I did come across a shaman. That's the one that I bought the earrings from. From a tribe that not a lot of people know about. And he is so, like, he only stands maybe this tall to me, maybe to here. But no, he was about here to me because I had to keep looking down to talk to him. I'm like, to look down to talk to him. But no, we had a pleasant conversation. He had his baby with him today, his little baby, which is so cute because the child's just sitting there with a piece of technology, all happy and everything. Why the heck not? And then I got this beautiful tail feather. Isn't that gorgeous? It's gorgeous. And they were $1 each. That's where I have another one, but I'm not worried about that. So then I go over, like I said, I got my backles. And then I got the thing for my glasses from the same booth. And then I got the earrings from the shaman. $35. Yes, if a native charges $35, because I'm going to tell you guys a little fact about the beadwork. Okay, this is a very intense work. And why? Either they're just stringing it by hand, right? Or let me get like some sort of thread off of this. Now, this I purchased a Bead Loom. I did purchase this from Prairie Edge. They are a native store out west. Actually, they're out in the Dakotas, but they are legit. And this is how this goes. And then it just attaches right here. Now, imagine this, okay? You gotta string all the threads through here, and then you're taking the needle coming under the beads that are already on there and press them up and take the needle through. It's called bead weaving. It is very labor intensive. Very labor intensive work. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely it is. Okay, on to my lovely Lana P friends. There were plenty of Lana P and Lenape. Look, matches. All this matches. And it matches my medicine bag. Isn't that great? I almost wore this today, but I was like, you know what? I don't know if this will go. So I could have worn it today, but I did not. And I was talking to my friend, and she's like, and my ex-husband, and I'm like, girl, I was going to ask you, where's your husband at? She's like, 2 years of living with that boxed up. And I'm like, oh, yeah. A lot of things have happened in 2 years. People either stay together or go on their merry way. But she has no hard feelings towards him, which is beautiful. You know why? When you can separate and not have any issues with each other. It's the most beautiful thing ever. Okay, but what did I get today? Had to bring it home with me. I was eating it. It was a Native American taco. And I got some sassafras tea. So Rob was like, you know what? With everything you've done, he's like, let me buy this. And I'm like, are you sure you don't want to just go half and half? I'm like, I'll buy mine, you buy yours, or I'll just go ahead and cover it. He's like, no, you do too much for the house anyway. And I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, you keep me company. You help me around the house as much as you can. You keep me cheery. You know. So one guy at the VA booth thought that they do have veterans booths. Now, don't forget, Indigenous American peoples actually make up a huge majority of the military, because there really aren't that many Indigenous jobs. I mean, yeah, there's teachers. There are the jails, the prisons. Okay, all that's separate. Some people own their own cosmetics companies, but it's just being able to keep Indigenous community going and introducing Rob to the other part of his heritage. Speaking of, my magnetic lashes started to fall off while we were there. I was like, it's great. I took them off, smushed them together, and said, screw it, they're going in my medicine bag. I don't care. It's fine. So, that's what I did. But yeah, overall, this year's Pow Wow, I have to say, it was amazing to see. Sorry, it's like I came in out of that weather, which our weather here, I'm like, when we get to the fairgrounds, the sun's gonna come out at one point, and Rob's like, are you sure? And I'm like, you wait for it. So I was holding the tea and the fry bread from the taco outside of a booth, because I'm like, we have to be very respectful and not take food where there's paintings and other things that cost, some money. So I'm standing there and I put my arms out like this, and wouldn't you know it, the sun came out. People are like, wait, what is she doing? Like, the sun came out. No, serious. I did that. And it's now partly sunny. It's partly sunny out, and I'm happy. But the other thing is, I got some business cards. So since I didn't get to do any shopping, right, today, I can go onto the websites. Crap, I meant to get a business card from this one booth. I think I might still have this one lady's. Don't get me wrong, it's a native thing, and I want you to understand. Everybody comes from a tribe. Around the world, humans come from all sorts of tribes, and people don't realize this. It's like your community, no matter where you are in the world, derived from some sort of tribe. The Scottish, the Irish, no matter, okay, Africans, there's still tribe members over there. African tribes, they're everywhere in Africa. So, I mean, and then the Bedouin, I should say, the Bedouin tribes out in the desert, they're tribes. That's why I said Bedouin tribes. They're tribal people that live out in the desert. India, those are tribes. Even though some people try to say, they try to call Native American Indian. Indians are from India. And this is true. I had a few, I've gone over 20 minutes, so I'm almost done with this video. I just want to give you guys like a little heads up on, like what some people think is tribe. But we all come from tribes. And I had people from like India that, like we had a discussion about what is a Indian American. So like, you mean people that come over from India that integrate into America? And I'm like, exactly my point. I'm like, so to call a Native American Indian, it's actually culturally incorrect. That would be somebody from India coming over and integrating into America through proper channels and becoming American, which makes them American Indian. Does that make sense? To me, that's very logical. And to me, maybe it's just me. It makes sense. So anyway, I want everybody out there to stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. I may not have been able to stay at Pow Wow for too long today, but you know what? That's okay. It gives me time to get ready for next year, which is going to be great because I think I am going to start getting my moccasins actually done. I was going to do them, but get my moccasins actually done. I didn't even see my neurologist. She may have been there, but I didn't see her. Doesn't mean she wasn't there. Did I get to dance? No. My leg was acting up. And dance this year was actually competition dance, which that's what I'm saying. I was so glad to see the competition dancers. We never had them there before. And did I get to see any of the Aztec dancers? Even though it said that they would be there, I didn't see any. But it doesn't mean that they weren't there. They could have been. They could have been there yesterday, did their dance and left. By the time I got there. by the time I got there. Or they can be there today and, I miss out, but it is what it is, and I'm okay with that because you can go on to powwows.com where they do have a listing of some, not all powwows. Okay, some of the powwow dancing from certain areas, I'm just not sure that the powwow here was included, but that's okay. That's okay because we were including a lot of tribes people from the Blackfeet Reservation, the Blackfoot, and did you know that those tribes are also up in the Carolinas? So, Carolina, I actually think the guy meant the Dakotas, but a lot of our people had to integrate into certain areas, but we always come together for a fabulous and such a great time. Even if you're non-native and you just want to see traditional, please follow the instructions on you're not allowed to take pictures unless you have permission, video unless you have permission, culturally. And I'll see you in the next one because I'm going to finish this. See you later.